Here is some much needed proof that Britain is indeed self-destructing, right? And it is coming from the Telegraph on the date the 14th of January 2023, and the article is by a Gabriella Swirling. Listen to this. Young sacrifice believe in God on altar of Satanism. Now, regardless of ethnic background, religion, we all have one thing in common. Satanism and Satan, Lucifer, Gadriel, whatever name the pervert goes by, we all agree he's the enemy. Now all of a sudden, our young people is having a belief in the altar of Satanism. Let's get into this article. With our rituals, there's never any murder. There's never any sacrifice. There's never any blood rites to Satan. We don't worship the devil. We don't cast magic spell. In fact, as the global order of Satan UK, as well as other leaders and members of satanic groups around the world insist, it would be difficult to spot a Satanist walking down the street. Now let us pause here and understand that Satan, Lucifer, Gadriel, whatever name the pervert goes by, he's the great deceiver, and he's also a seducer, right? So these people believe that because they are not doing blood rites and they are not worshiping the devil and they don't cast a spell, they are actually on the right side. No, you're not. You're being deceived, right? Because evil is very clever, and they know how to massage you and they know how to caress you into evil for you to accept. But further down the line, all of this will be a requirement. Casting spell, blood rites, all of that will be a requirement when it comes down to Satanism. Let's get on with some more of this article. Yet while the macabre occult ritual, virgin sacrifice, chalices of blood, and belief in the actual devil are thinning of the past, Satanism is luring increasing numbers of young people disillusioned with outdated and dogmatic traditional religions to join its fold by offering an alternative to stuffy traditional faith. The Sunday Telegraph has spoken to leaders and members of satanic groups around the world who claim that the opportunities Satanism offers people to engage in activism and campaign on issues such as gender and sexuality is part of the appeal for the young members, particularly those who are increasingly less likely to declare themselves as Christian. Now let's get into this juicy bit. Chaplain Leopold, a 32-year-old London-based undertaker, co-runs the Global Order of Satan UK, which he said has seen a 200% increased membership over the last 5 years. Okay, now. Well, here we have the evidence to show you that definitely Britain is going under, right? If you do not see it or understand it, it's going under. Because when your young people, right, identify and associate themselves with a satanic order, there's only one way this will end. It will end with your demise, right? We should all know by now that a nation that is not standing beside the Most High, a nation that do not support the principles of the Most High, is going to go down, right? So you guys in the UK spend years debating and voting and arguing about immigrants and immigration, right? And people taking over your country. But guess what? No one is going to take over your country because you won't be here. You will simply self-destruct. Because there is no future in Satanism. And even though they're telling you there is no chalice of blood, there is no sacrifice, that is where it's going to go. Right? That is a direction where it's going to go. So Enoch Powell once says that there'll be rivers of blood in Britain. Yes, he got that right. But it won't be from the immigrants. It will be from your very own people. Because soon, these young people will have to embrace satanic order fully. And that involves blood sacrifice. So there will be rivers of blood, but it won't be immigrants' blood, and it won't be immigrants spilling the blood. You all are self-destructing on your own. No one is leading you. No one is pushing you. Your young people is joining satanic order. And the numbers are growing according to the article. Good luck. We need to seek the face of the Most High while we can. Let us pray and say, glory be to the Most High.